Hey, welcome everybody back to the All in Our Heads podcast with me, Joe Fernandes, and Mike Gaffney. And I don't know what the fuck's going on with Facebook. Anytime I go live, I try to share the live video on my wall, and I can't do it anymore.
Right.
Like, they don't let me from my phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it shows me that I'm live. I can go watch the video, but there's like no share button, so I can't share and tag. I don't know if you can do that shit on your end, but
I'll check
my
right now.
phone ain't doing it. But we're here. Got my hot cocoa ready to go because my Wellbutrin doesn't seem to be working. So I went to my old trusty chocolate. That's my other antidepressant when the antidepressants aren't working.
Yeah, I think if you WebMD that's what it says.
Well, it's the shitty part about it is I'm using it for anxiety and it's been working.
Right.
But it is made for seasonal depression, winter blues, and we're
Right.
in winter. We're heart of winter. Winter blues are setting in, and it doesn't seem to be kicking.
Right.
Like it was working for the other things it wasn't supposed to, but the moment the thing it's meant for,
Right. Yeah.
winter blues, no. I'm just that blue.
I'm glad they've come up with solutions, but that's how much of pussies we are as a society. That like, do we have medication for winter blues? Come on, it's the winter blues. I can't believe they're not working on a cure for the winter blues.
Yeah, well, it was working for my anxiety, but not lately. I don't
Right.
know. And I'm at the max milligrams, so
So I hit share and it just went. It didn't. I don't know if it's.
if it's
I think
shared,
how sometimes it'll give you the option share with a message.
yeah, it said Mike Gaffney shared it.
Yeah, so
It doesn't
that's
let
it.
me share it. I don't know why. So if you want to tag me in that, so it shows up on my wall for people and shit.
That was the part you didn't listen to, I guess.
Oh no, you have to go into edit. It used to not let me do that too.
You used to not let me do that too. He used to not let me do that too, guys.
Hey, guy over there.
Yeah, but now I learned how to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to play this when I introduced you. It's gonna be your new sound. The Glockenspiel. We learned about it last week. That's when we know Mike Gaffney joins us.
And see if it works. How come Joe Fernandes isn't the motherfucking first Joe on my list? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you spell it with an S or a Z?
Yeah, no, I didn't even get a chance. I should put Joe, and it just should be you.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like another Joe first, like 9 other Joes before I get to see you.
Yeah.
It's like, you know who I'm tagging.
That's like I posted a video from Reface where I put myself on an Indian dancer. So I'm trying to tag Ritu and my friend Medha, right? And I'm spelling her name. She's the only person that spelled that name in my list. MED,
Right.
whatever, however the fuck you spell her name. I don't even know if I even said it properly. But
Your close friend.
But, we're not that close. We met.
No, I know.
She went to the same acting school and stuff like that. I met her at one of the shows.
Okay.
But I typed her in. They gave me everyone in India and Parsippany, everyone but her. I'm like, that's the only one I'm friends with. Why would I want any of these other people?
Did that video go to your wall? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna check right now. It just said it tagged me. Now I gotta review the post, and I'm gonna deny it because I want to put you to work for no reason. Add to profile. Okay, there we go.
So it's there?
Yeah, it should be there now. I approved it, which I don't know what's going on Facebook lately because a lot of times people tag me in things. I have to approve it, but some people have been skating that. I don't know. It's just like sometimes things just show up on my wall.
Right.
Like someone I'm like, why? Fucking,
Well,
yeah, what are you going to do? Well,
nothing. You're not going to do nothing.
I'm not going to do nothing. We're podcasting from the end of the world. Got COVID coming on strong. Couple different strains. I
know.
Got
I don't want to talk about it.
Pussy versions of coos. We got
Isn't that the same thing? Didn't your dad used to call it coos?
yeah. And winter blues. So what are you gonna do?
The winter blues. That's the best. I mean, I'm just and
Do you get the winter blues? Do you get seasonal affective, like seasonal whatever the fuck they call it, like seasonal?
You're right. It's like allergies but depression. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, there's like a thing. It's called seasonal. Hold up. Let me Goog.
Yeah. I'm sure I do. Yeah, of course. End of January to March.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you can call it winter blues. I mean, it's just like that. The dog days of summer is the dog days of winter. It's just that like there's nothing. I mean, what do we got going on? You got Valentine's Day. You got nothing. There's nothing really going on in January and February. Then March is coming close to spring, and then you get like a shit snowstorm in the middle of March. Like, well, that sucks, cock. Like spring is right here. I'm gonna have shitty snow.
Yeah.
On my driveway when the spring is coming, like that kind of like gets me. Yeah, it's.
Well, this one I feel like this one's tougher because like we're like kind of like through last winter by the time COVID hit. Mm-hmm. So it was like you start off had some gigs, was doing some shit. Now it's just like fucking this is gonna be fucking long. Like I'm already tired of me. Like it's just there's absolutely nothing to do.
Well, the one good thing about nothing to do is you it's nice that you would justify to do nothing. Like it's like a break that like I don't have to be doing anything anyhow.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like it takes that like pressure. Like you should be doing stuff. Like wow, what am I doing?
Yeah, that's what I battle because like party is like I'm like I should just I may not ever have this time again. I should just take this time to relax and not stress and
right.
Because like that's what I was thinking. I'm like when things were cranking and the world was normal, it's like you're worrying about just a lot of worry. You just worry with the next thing and keep driving. Now I feel like my brain still has that, but there's nothing to drive to. But I still I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna update my website because I want come out of this. I'll have a nice fresh website. Bing bang, and I got depressed doing it. I'm like.
Yeah,
I was like, there ain't no dates to put on here.
I'm having a really hard time. Like, my hardest thing with this whole pandemic and shutdown and all this stuff that's going on is I'm having a real hard time. For a lack of a better way to describe it, like working on a dream.
Yes, I know exactly what you're saying.
I just have a real hard time putting. It's like the only way I can example is like it's being in a relationship that is over. Like it's over. So what are you gonna plan vacations? And I can't wait for Christmas. It's like this thing is over, man. We're just waiting for someone to get enough balls to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like why would you celebrate? You're not gonna get excited about upcoming events in a relationship sucks. So it's hard for me. It's hard. And then there's people who are doing stuff. And it's like I saw a couple of months ago. I don't even know when, but somebody put either tweeted or Instagram. It's like, turns out if we all had more time, we wouldn't do anything with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's so true. It's so true.
The whole time you're busy, life has got you by the balls. It's like, man, if I only had more time, I would write that script and write that movie. And then you have all the time in the world, and you're like, I haven't put finger to keypad at all. But the thing, my excuse is I don't have anything in me that says let's do it, man. There's nothing in me. I'm just dead inside.
Yeah.
And I'm just dead inside. It's just like you're just going through the motions of life, just waiting for the fucking thing to change. It's like that's all I'm doing, and it's hard. And I work a lot. Like I didn't have a bank. A savings account. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have money that I can relax during this pandemic and not sweat it. I didn't have a income stream from comedy or from entertainment that was keep me floating.
Right.
So as soon as comedy stopped, my income stopped. Time to go to work. And now I'm all about that. I got to just work. I got to work, and I'm worrying about money. Every week, I'm just worrying about money. Like every other American, I'm not alone in this.
Right.
But it doesn't leave a lot of time for me to go, man, I just really wish I could write that script about. I don't even give a fuck about any of the things that I cared about writing about. I don't even have a care about them. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the only thing I have been doing is writing scripts because of the writing group.
Right, which is good.
Giving me the writing prompt every week, and then I put together something, and I got a few gems out of it that I would love to make if I could like not put people's lives in danger by putting a shoot together.
Right.
I just want to get people vaccinated so I can make these things. I can't.
But when you started that group and you were giving me, you were drawing me them and I was working. Yeah, it was great because it gave me something to do, and I wrote 4 or 5 scripts from it. You know what I mean? It was nice. But there's no time for that now. I work all day and all night. Like the only day I have off is Sunday. Saturday I work smack dab in the middle of the day, 4 or 5 hours, right in the middle of fucking Saturday. Mm-hmm. Don't get done until like 7. So it's like I come home, I make something to eat. Before you know it, it's 10 o'clock at night. And I'm just sitting here like, all right. I mean, my son will play a game, and then I'll fucking watch television until 3 in the morning, or go on videos or TikTok or Instagram and scroll for 2 hours, get lost in that. But there's like no, I don't know, man. It's just, I have no, like, let me sit down and take a couple of hours to write some stuff and like be creative. There's no creative juices flowing in me because there's no time for it. There's no time for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, man. That's like, I try to like sit down and write stand up, and it's like I have like these little ideas, but you're like, I haven't, like, you just have no idea until you're in front of people. You're like,
right,
I have no idea, like, because like you write down an idea, you're like, all right, I know this will at least get a chuckle because it's just by the idea, but that's so far from it being a good bit.
Right.
You can go up there with an idea, like when you go up with an idea and you think it's more than it is. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm gonna riff on this for like 5 minutes, easy. And then you make like 4 points, and you're like, wow, it was like a minute and a half, and it was mediocre at best.
And you had no way of even getting out of it. You're like, that was that idea.
Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the good.
Anyway, grab the mic.
Anyway, so let me tell you the stuff I always be saying.
Yeah, because but I'm trying to force myself to at least. I have notes. I have a working notebook now of new ideas.
Right.
Like, I want to go back armed. I want to go back even if it doesn't work. When I'm in. I just want to. I want to start fresh. I want to start fresh. I just want to I'm a different person now, post COVID, Right. I just want to I don't know. I've been thinking too much about it.
Yeah. I think that's it. Thinking too much about it.
Yeah, no, that's the probably reason why I'm depressed too. I think too much, and there's nothing you can do, and I'm like, I just want the spring to come so I can at least fucking hang with people, like outside and shit, and laugh, because half the time I get ideas for bits just from shooting the shit with my friends.
Right. Yep.
And now I'm just like, I called James on the phone yesterday, and it ain't the same.
Right.
You're like, what's up?
I love how I hope people from around the country and world listen to us, just because the way, and I say it too, but when I hear you say the words, it just makes me realize how we sound to the world.
What word?
I was on the phone with James yesterday. Like, it's not the word. It's not the words. Yesterday. It's like just a whole bunch of sounds that make it sound like yesterday. Yesterday. You're like yesterday. See? Yesterday. It's not the word. Yesterday. It's almost like you're like yes and today. Yes, today. Yes, today. But we don't say it.
I think I turned the ER into an A. That's a Jersey.
Yeah, it's yesterday. Yesterday. It's just, but hearing you say, I was talking to James yesterday, it's just hearing it makes me realize how we all sound to the world.
We sound awful.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah, no, I dated a girl from the South that used to love my Jersey accent. She's like, say coffee. She'd be like, say coffee.
Yeah, and you're like, coffee.
Like, coffee. She's like,
Yeah, I've had that.
She's like, ask me if I ate yet. Did you eat yet?
What did she say to you? What?
Ask me if I ate yet.
Oh, there's the K. I didn't hear it the first time.
Did you eat yet? No, Jew.
G.
G. D apostrophe Jeet. And you answer that by saying Jeu. No, Jew.
Yeah. Not Jew. Nah, it's not even no. It's not Jew.
Not Jew. Eat yet? Not Jew. Gonna eat?
Fucking starving. What? Fucking starving.
Fucking starving. In Jersey. And that's that, man.
But yeah, man, I think winter's always a depressing time. And like, yeah, it always is like kind of like me summer more because work stops. Like when comedy's normal, comedy work stops in the summer, so I get more depressed then.
That's flipping over the next couple of years. Summer's gonna be the hot comedy time.
Exactly. Yep.
Outdoor.
I got really fucking sad. Not sad. Fucking sad. But I mean, I'm looking
really
at the world.
Talk yourself out of that one, like I do.
Yeah, exactly.
I got sad. I didn't get sad.
I was happy. I was not happy, but I was all right.
Kind of happy, maybe. I don't know.
That's Joe's. Like I was fucking pissed. Not really pissed. I was kind of. It was all right though. I guess it was cool. It's like, what? Did any of us need to be here for that conversation? But I was on TikTok and a captain of one of the celebrity cruises.
Mm-hmm.
This woman just talking about how they pull the cruise up to the dock, and it's just a TikTok of her TikTok, and her on the ship, and just seeing the celebrity and seeing I don't know, man. It just was like, and the guy said it was like her birthday. And they were making her like coffee drinks, and like the ship was empty, but they're on it. They have to be on it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's a lot of staff still on those ships, even though there's nobody working.
Yeah,
there's nobody on it. They have to be. They're fully staffed. They're not just floating around empty.
Yeah, well, they're trying to figure out how to like keep everything clean too and shit. I'm sure.
Yeah,
like, protocols and shit.
So there's a couple of guys with masks serving her, giving her a coffee, but it's just like she panned and like I saw like the deck of the. Just like I was like, man, I want to go back so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to was that Whiskey Ginger podcast?
Yeah.
And he had Russell. What's the Indian comic's name? I can't. Russell Peters on, and he was talking about like, he's making like barely any. He's making a third of what he used to make.
Russell.
A third.
I know.
That's crazy.
I saw a video, like a picture close of him at the Improv. I'm like, I think like an Improv in Miami.
Yeah.
That's like way down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Improv in Miami for Russell Peters is like us doing the picnic bench. You know what I mean? Like you saw in the summer, these guys staying on a picnic bench doing comedy.
Yeah.
That's the Improv for Russell Peters.
It's crazy, man. Did you sign up for the vaccine?
No, not yet.
Oh. You should do
did?
it. Yeah, I just got registered. That way I'm in line.
Okay.
Just get in the system. Get that shit.
I'm also going to go get – I want to go get the antibodies test to see if when my daughter had it, did I have it? You know what I mean? I might have been asymptomatic because I tested myself 3 days after I was exposed. I got tested 3.5 days, and it came back negative. You know what I mean? But it could have, showed up a couple days later, and then like right now we're at 16 days, 17 days after. 16 days. So I was just going to go see if I can get the antibodies test to see because if it's MIS, it would be right now.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't gotten tested yet. Nothing. This whole year. Nah. Well, I've never felt sick once.
Right.
I really, never been around anybody that.
That's why I got tested.
Yeah.
Now what's sad event is my daughter and her boyfriend, his whole house upstairs and downstairs wound up getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And his aunt passed away a day before yesterday.
Oh my God.
Now they say it was a heart attack, but she was the only one not getting better from COVID. Mm-hmm. And she was in her room, so sad. And she was in her room, and everybody's like, she was calling out. She was having a hard time breathing, not like breathing with her like tight in the chest. And she was scared to death, and she didn't want anyone to touch her. She just get an ambulance, and she doesn't like ambulances. Mm-hmm. And time they got her out of the door, she kind of like fell over in the seat they bring her out in. She kind of fell over, and my daughter went and held, and she was so scared. And they put her in the ambulance, and they can hear her in the ambulance. Them working on her, like beep, 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 like all the machines. Mm-hmm. They took her to the hospital, and an hour later they got the call that she didn't make it.
Oh my God, that's awful.
70 years old. But was it COVID? Who knows? But it, you know what I mean? Because she never really went to the doctor. She never knew if she had anything.
Mm-hmm.
But she was sick, and she's the only one not improving. Like she was just like no breathing issues, but just miserable, like sick.
Man.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's. I mean, so my daughter is feeling 1,000 times better. She said, but she's gonna go get tested. It's so weird. She got tested positive. She was sick for a few days, and then like she talked to the doctor or nurse, and she said, "When should I go back to get tested to see if it's gone?" And the nurse like, "Oh, you don't have to do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, don't do that. Don't listen to that. Don't do that.
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to.
Can you still be contagious?
Exactly." So Sam's like, "I'm gonna go." So she's gonna go tomorrow and get tested just to see if it's out of her system. You know what I mean? Before she comes over to my house.
Yeah, because because you know that'd probably be the time you get it after she's all better.
Yeah, exactly.
I just had news come over my fucking computer. A friend of mine just passed away from COVID. This dude I went to meetings with. That the one you were telling me about? That his sister said that. Yeah. Just found out he passed away. What a shame. Yeah, I remember. He's got to be in his 60s. He was a guy from meetings from like when I first got clean.
Really?
Like a hippie dude named Rip. I mean, that's his nickname. His real name's Rich.
You didn't have to use all that other words, man. It's not Rip Torn. We get it.
Nah, but it's so weird. It's like that's the thing. It's like I saw him like say, "Hey, I'm sick. Hey, I found I got COVID. Pray for me." Right. So and then I'm going to the hospital. I hope I'm okay. And then it's like I just watched the whole thing. Yeah, it's like whoa, man. That's definitely the closest person I know that got it and died from it.
Really?
That's crazy to me. That's crazy. And oh my God, it's crazy. Whatever. It's a comedy podcast. Let's try and move on.
Yeah.
Let's try and move on. Past it, I'll deal with that later. We only have 2 live watchers right now, anyway. So.
Oh, probably me and you. No, I'm not on.
I'm not even on it. You know what? I'll break the tension with this funny story I'm going to show you. Did you see the story about that children's TV show in Denmark?
No.
About the man with the giant penis that like people are pissed.
They're pissed because he has a giant penis? I would be too.
I'm going to put the thing up on the screen. Denmark launches children's TV show about man with giant penis. Critics condemn the idea of the series about a man who cannot control his penis. Did you see the picture of him?
Is that the penis?
That's his penis. Check this out.
Into the grill?
His name is John Dillerman. He said John Dillerman has an extraordinary penis. So extraordinary, in fact, that it can perform rescue operations, etch murals, hoist a flag, and even steal ice cream from children.
And this is a TV show?
Yeah.
What would make anyone think that would work?
No, well, because they're saying it teaches, like, it's supposed to, like, I guess he's, like, self-conscious about his penis.
Dude,
so it's like teaching kids. They say the show depicts a man who is impulsive and not always in control, who makes mistakes like kids do. But crucially, he always makes it right. He takes responsibility for his actions. When a woman in the show tells him that he should keep his penis in his pants, for instance, he listens, which is nice. He is accountable.
That is nice.
That is nice.
Did Louis C.K. write this? Like, when she tells me to keep it in my pants, I do, because I'm nice. What the fuck is wrong with this world? That is insane that someone thought that that's the way to teach kids.
And they say, what kind of culture are we creating for our children if it's okay for them to see perfect bodies on Instagram enhanced digitally or cosmetically, but not real bodies?
Well, on Instagram, you don't see dicks, period. So bring another body part that we do see every day if you want to do that. Big ass noses, your eyeball, one eyeball is huge, fucking ears. Things that people really deal with. Not a penis that's inside a grill and it can save people and hoist flags, okay?
It's so big. Look at he's in the picture. If you're watching on YouTube, his penis is pouring lighter fluid into the barbecue.
Wow, so his penis is holding that up. So his penis is red, white, and blue too. It's like, I mean, red and white is like,
Yeah.
kind of like a really perverted Find Waldo.
I gotta watch it because I like that it performs rescue operations, etches murals, hoists flags, and steals ice cream from children.
Such a wide variety of fucking talents with that
Like
penis. You know what?
It says since
he doesn't.
yeah. Yeah, it's about an idea of opponents have condemned the idea of a man who cannot control his penis. Is this really the message we want to send to children while we're in the middle of a huge Me Too wave?
I just think that, like, he's even one time told by a woman to keep in his pants, and he says he does. Such a nice guy. It's like that's the bar we're setting. Children, just if your woman tells you to keep your penis in your pants, just do it. Let me tell you something. If my dick can pour lighter fluid out, I'm doing that too. I'm pulling my dick out. So there's a wrong message. Let me tell you, if I had a big enough dick to hoist flags, I'm hoisting a flag every day on a video.
Yeah.
You're going to see me hoist flags. You're going to see me do rescue operations with my dick.
Oh, wait. I think I just found some video.
Goddag, det er John Dillermand. John Dillermand. Han er verdens længste dillermand. Der er næsten ikke noget, han ikke kan med det.
Oh, he's flying with it. He's bouncing.
Han kan redde hele verden, hvis han bare fik lov. John Dillermand. John Dillermand.
Taming tigers?
John Dillermand. John lufter hunde. John elskede grillpølser, men han brød sig bare ikke så meget om sådan noget med ild og den slags.
Why would you think it would be English?
Men Dylan vidste lige, hvad der skulle gøres.
Oh, that's just him lighting the barbecue.
I took Danish in high school.
Og hvad var bedre til det end en ordentlig omgang tændvæske?
It's only available at Home Depot.
Pas på tændvæsken. Det er farligt.
Yeah, the Tin Man had a dick like that. Oh my God, you put too much fluid. Oh, that took my dick.
Ikke ned i
just cool it off.
skreg oldemor.
You gotta be careful.
Det var Dylan, der gjorde det.
Why does he look like a 1930s like weightlifter?
Så du ikke ender med at futte hele hytten af.
It looks like a 1930s fucking lifeguard.
Værsgo, sagde oldemor. Jeg klarer grillen.
I just want to see what else he does with his penis.
Værsgo. Men jeg vil have grillpølser.
Let me fast forward. Oh, he's walking dogs with it. Oh wait, no. Yeah, he's walking. Wow, that's a big one.
He's got huge dick.
En pose grill. Kom i gang. Værsgo, John. Ja, værsgo.
Let me see.
That's cool.
Jeg skulle passe på.
Let me see. I
That's
just want
cool.
to see if he's. Oh, he just picked. He's. All right, this is fucking weird.
Really? You needed to play a video to fucking see if it was weird?
I'm sorry.
John kom hjem, skyndte han sig at smide af.
Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, the story was weird. Wow.
Yeah, Robin says, "Is bird wrapped in something?" It's weird. It's like it's part of his outfit. I guess they can't show like a dick, yeah,
A fleshy dick.
a fleshy dick, yeah, because that would be weird.
That's the weird part of that.
Because that's the weird part.
Not that his dick is wrapped around his body.
Yeah. So they're very progressive there in Denmark.
Very.
Very progressive.
I can't understand how that was the only thing they can think of.
Just picturing kids going as him for Halloween, just walking in with this big.
I'm Dinglehammer.
Yeah, I'm John Dillerman.
Yeah.
I got you, Teach. Hey, teacher, you're making my John Dillerman happy, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you watch.
Kids' cartoons on Saturday morning.
Yeah, you're lighting my barbecue on fire, if you know what I mean. You see episode 1? Hope you did, because I'm hitting on you.
Oh, that's crazy.
If people are listening to the audio podcast, go Google John Dillerman. It's this crazy cartoon that we're talking about right now.
They can hear the Denmark on the podcast, right?
They can hear it, but they can't see his penis on the podcast.
Yeah, it's really big.
Like a knitted scarf for his pecker. Yep.
Who says was that Robin?
No, it's somebody that doesn't have a face on their thing. I don't know who it is, so maybe it's a new listener. Welcome.
Welcome.
Pecker.
I don't even remember the last time. I don't think I've ever used the word pecker describing a penis.
No?
No, I don't think I've
Not
ever.
even as a kid? Not even as a kid?
I'm trying to think back now.
Like Sozy kicked Johnny in his pecker.
No, right in the dick, on his ball sack, or his nuts.
Brajol used Brajol, right?
No, I'm not Italian. I'm fucking Irish.
That's Jersey, though. That's like...
Brajol is a Guineas, man. I grew up in Spanish neighborhood.
Okay.
Nobody said Brajol.
So you're like Penga?
In the Pichu. I think they say that, right? Pichu. Right? I think that was a word.
What are all the words for penis? Let's think of them.
Wow. Talk about nothing to talk about on the podcast. What are all the words for penis? Anyone? Bueller?
I wonder if Netflix will eventually pick this up. They pick up everything.
Yeah. Speaking of Netflix, what we were going to talk about, there was a couple of things we were going to talk about, and we never did.
Schitt's Creek. I know you wanted to talk about Schitt's Creek.
Sorry, guys. Robin, not a...
Oh, you know what? Because I have it airing in the group as well as the page. Oh, she says another word for penis is sausage. Yes. And in Jersey is sausage. You know, I was hanging with her. She grabbed my sausage and then we was on to the night. And
we was on.
That's what I knew. She liked me. I get to picture the Italian girl's friend. How I show him that I like him? You got to grab his sausage.
Come on, Marie.
And that's how he knows.
That's biology 101.
Yeah, imagine Italian biology school. Okay, over here we're going to learn how babies are made.
So you grab the girl by the brajol. You know what I'm saying?
No, the girl don't have a brajol.
No, what does she? What do they call her? The vagina was it's like that. What do they used to call it? It was like a thing, like a. It wasn't fucking
a gabagool.
No. I don't know, because anytime anybody talk like that around me, I go like, ugh. You know what I mean? I'm not hanging out with that fucking mook. Get the fuck out of here. Go away from me.
No, those guys. I see. Like some of my mom's cousins talked like that, and it's just so funny to me. I just love it. Like my cousin Ricky, he always like just say words I didn't even know. Like, hey what? Joey, how's a varicho? Yeah. You're like, what? It's good, I guess. My varicho is great. That's what we're talking about. I don't know. Sounds like it should be great the way you're asking me. You're asking me in a happy tone.
Yeah.
Even if you were like, yo, man, how's a varicho there? Robin said they call it a pussy. Yes. That is the.
That's what I called it.
That's the going name.
That's what we called it. I mean, snatch, right?
Snatch, yeah. Not if you're trying to be romantic, though, but it's definitely.
No, you wouldn't even say. I mean, you say pussy if you're trying to be romantic, right?
Yeah. Flower.
Now it's the J. No. Any broad I ever fucking around with, if I said flower, would have kicked me.
Or you just make a sound. How about your
yeah. Your flippy floops.
Yeah, I would do a glockenspiel.
On the
Hey babe, why don't you show me your And she'll be like, yeah, how about I go back to your place and I see your okay, babe, now we're talking.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, twat, that's one.
Twat? But I never called
I called friends twats, but I never called a pussy a twat.
No,
unless
I never
the guy was a pussy, then he was a twat.
Right. Or a girl got on your nerves, she was a twat.
She's a twat.
But I never really said that. A lot of girls in my neighborhood would call each other that. That was how they, like, this fucking, you want this fucking twat then? Like, that is like between broads say that to about each other.
Yeah. I never called a girl I think I've called guys twats because they're acting like broads. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. I think like if I call a dude a twat, maybe it would be like, oh, something that's not even, that word never come out of my mouth really. It's just not a word. I'm not intentionally blocking it, you know what I mean, filtering it out. It just never was a word in my vocabulary, I would say.
Yeah.
Cunt, but when I got older.
And it's like you got to be really angry, like to use that. Like I
got older.
Yeah, I've already
when you're
called
younger,
you.
You're not that angry.
Yeah, you've already called them twat a few times. Like they ain't getting it. I called her asshole, twat, this, that.
And the message isn't sinking in.
This is the scroll. These are all. I called her, Your Honor, and she kept coming. So I had to drop the atom bomb. And then to prove that she got pretty mad at that. And only C words get mad at that, if you know what I mean, Your Honor.
I rest my case.
I rest my case. This guy gets it.
Am I right?
Am I right?
I remember I had a joke about talking dirty to a girl, like talking dirty, and then like get to the cunt, like, and like, just really talk dirty to me. You're like, all right, you fucking bitch. Like, no, come on, talk dirty to me. And you're like, all right, you C word. Like, you still can't say that. Like, you're like, I could be dirty, but I can't say cunt, right? It's like, you fucking C word.
You fucking C word. Like, shut up, you pussy. Call me it, pussy. This twat can't even call me a cunt.
Sorry about throwing that word around a lot tonight. It's not really.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
that's fucking what that guy John Dinglehammer did to us.
Yeah, but we're just, it's podcast. This isn't real life. We're just investigating shit, words and shit.
This isn't real life. That should get you out of everything. Joe, can you come into the HR's office? Nah, it's a podcast. That's not real life.
Come on, we reached tens of people. Get out of here. Come on.
How the fuck did you hear?
Yeah, the only one that heard it was Robin, Angela, and my mom. Those are our 3 hardcore listeners.
All 3 are right with being called a cunt.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm sure some of them had been one some days, if you know what I mean. I didn't say they did, but there's a possibility they was. If you know what I mean. Okay? Okay.
Okay. Did you have anything? You showed that one story. I didn't look for anything, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, my brain gets to mush, and no creativity comes out.
Well, there wasn't a lot of good story. That story came. I thought it was so funny. There, anything that's trending, any good story now is just like awful world news shit that like we're all sick of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought maybe the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing, but that shit was like 8 minutes long. It's like, yo, Arnold, man, I know you haven't been acting in a while because of COVID, but it's like you gotta needle that down to like 2 minutes, bro. I mean, the best part was when he had his Conan sword at the end. Yeah.
I saw it. I saw him holding it. I'm like, is that the Conan sword?
If I was listening to it, I'm like, that's too long to play on the podcast. It's like 8 minutes. You know what I mean? But it
was great. It was great.
No, it was good. Yeah. But everything. I'm just trying to stay away from that shit because it's fucking. I mean, the only thing whatever, like the Twitter thing is fucking interesting with Trump being banned from all social media and them taking down Parler.
That's the one thing I was going to talk about, and I'll tell you.
Oh, wait, is this a Mike's Hot Corner? Let me get the graphic ready.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. Yeah. Guys ready for Mike's Hot Corner? Hold up. Let me.
Sorry.
I don't know why it's not playing.
Mike's Hot Corner. Listen, since we stumbled into this topic, it's actually something I was thinking about, had a little feelings for. This whole, Twitter banning Trump. First off, let's put this out there. You're a little too late on that, you fucking moron. I don't want to hear. It's like all these politicians that are stepping up against Trump, like, yeah, he's crazy. No, he's got fucking 10 days left, you fucking fraud. You know what I'm saying? You know he's not going to be around. He's not going to be around, so a lot of you guys are jumping ship now. Fuck you. Too little. But I'm glad you finally found your nutsack and you're stepping up. But let's put that aside. Twitter is a business. It's not a fucking It's not a fucking public forum, just that you get to say whatever you want to, and there's not consequences. That's it. Bottom line. They're a business. They don't want you on there. I wouldn't be able to say half the shit. Troy Allen, I don't know how many fucking accounts Troy Allen had to fucking create. And he gets fucking banned on Twitter every other day because he has some visceral hate that Twitter doesn't agree with. So they took him off. Okay? So it's the way it works. I'm choking. Not choking. I'm not choking. Something's tickling. Something's tickling the back of my throat. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it's like at the club. But like all these social medias platforms that are shut him down, enough. What happened on Wednesday was vile, and it's a thing that we all knew was going to happen. Not one person was like, what? He did what? His psycho fucking followers did what? No way! We all knew it was going to happen. He kept fueling the fire, fanning the flames for couple of years now on this, like, fucking, we're a mob. This is what we are. We're a mob. So it just serves, like, get him off, let him shut him down. He should have been shut down a long time ago. So it's not a public, you don't get to choose what you get to say. This is their home. It's like, if I let you in my house, you don't get to come in here and just start fucking shouting. You get the fuck out. Oh, it's a free country. Not in my house, it ain't. It's like on my Facebook wall. If you come on my Facebook wall and put shit up, I can delete it. You know why? Because I don't need you. This is not fucking freedom of speech on my platform. This is my platform. You get to you can say what you want, but if it's violating and it's violent, you got to go. Now, there's probably a lot of accounts that tweet shit out that fall, that don't get kicked off that probably should. So where do you stop it? Where do you stop? It's not about freedom of speech when it comes to Twitter. You sign you check off the box. No one reads the fucking long-ass agreement you signed. You check off the box, you signed it. And if you violate, you're gone. That's it. And it probably sucks if you look at it from certain angles and it's like, oh my God, they're controlling us. But then don't go on the platform because that's their rules. There's your fucking answer. Start your own platform and hope people come and listen to you. You're allowed to do anything. The First Amendment doesn't say. The First Amendment talks about laws put in place to stop you from freedom of speech, not a company telling you, hey, you can't come in my company and shout. That's just the way. We're not having that. Now, it's a little too late. That's why it looks hypocritical. That's why people can judge it. If it happened right away, if it happened all the time, then people wouldn't have anything to say. But because it happened now, it's like, you're transparent. You're fraudulent. That's the reason why it looks so shitty. But it should have happened anyhow, and you don't get to complain. Parler, it's its own company, right? It's its own entity, but you have to use servers, and those servers are like, nah, the shit you spew, we don't want to be a part of. That is good shit. That should be the way it is. It's not controlling your speech. I put this program together. This is my network. This is my server. Oh, you want to talk shit on my server? No, it's not. No, I'm good. That's just the way it is. That's the way the life works. Suck it up. I'm sorry. That's my point of view. That's it, Joe.
All right. I like that, man. That was a good rant, Mike.
Thank you.
Perfect. No, I agree, man. I mean, yeah, you know me, I annoyingly always like to look at like two sides of things,
Mm-hmm.
And I totally support that, but it is, if I look at it as a weird thing, I know it's not really a First Amendment right, it's not, because it's not the government stopping you,
right?
But there is this trend in this country that's been happening for the past 10 years, right, where it started with radio,
right.
And it's so like it's not First Amendment, but people, it's like, it's weird because I feel like our amendments almost have to be updated for current times,
right?
You know what I mean? Because it's like a backdoor way of getting someone without. It's like First Amendment light. You know what I mean? It's like, because
if a government entity had something to do with it, but since government entities don't have anything to do with it,
No, I know, but in this day and age, big business, like corporate tech, is almost bigger than government now. Yep. Like they can destroy you, like bad.
I understand all that, but there are agreements that you sign up for when you're signing on to that platform. That is it. It's just the way it is. And sometimes out of nowhere, you'd be like, "Why did I get banned right there?" Because you didn't read the fucking agreement, dude. That's why you got banned.
No, I get it. It goes back to that thing. Like, I forget what guy had said it, but it's like free speech doesn't have to be popular speech. Yeah, like you would have to defend the speech of someone who you don't agree with. I'm like, I try to try to think, like, just say for instance, whatever your speech, like the stuff the anti-Trump stuff, all that stuff. Say that stuff was in the minority. Right. And the places like Facebook and Twitter were like, we're shutting you guys down. You know what I mean? Like if you had a big tech that was supporting the other side.
What I was saying about like Troy Allen. Troy Allen's got all his accounts. He's had to create, you know what I'm saying, so many different accounts because he talks anti-Trump and they shut him down.
Yeah.
So and then he had to create a new account. And then I'm like, well, you're saying stuff that Facebook is not free range, that you get to say whatever you want. Yes, you can say whatever you want in the world, but if it's my system you're using, these are the rules. I don't want you to say this stuff. That's it. The only thing I agree with is that they waited so long, and it's fraudulent because you've let it go so long.
Yeah, well, because because of the bad, because shit happened.
Right, but I'm saying if you're worrying about inciting he's already been doing that for the longest time.
Yeah.
What do you think during the Black Lives Matter movement, he would say stuff that was so anti-unity, right?
Yeah.
So but I get this is a direct
I believe this stuff was, I believe before he, okay. Yeah. I mean, Twitter one thing, but about with these maniacs that went into the Capitol, I feel like that was even planned before he even said go there that day.
No, but that, you're right, but because of what he's been saying the whole time.
Yeah.
You think that was nothing to do with him? That was him saying, no, this thing was stolen. Every time he was in front of a camera, he said, the election is stolen. We cannot let them take this from us. What is that saying? That's saying to the people who believe in him, hey, let's go fight this. We cannot let this happen. That's all he was saying the whole time. Yeah. So that part is not the part I'm talking about. I'm talking about freedom of speech versus social media platforms. They're not the same thing. No. You can have a you can have a Trump rally. They're holding up fucking Confederate flags. They don't get shut down. You can have a Black Lives Matter rally that they're saying, fuck the police, burn the city down. They don't shut them down. They're allowed to say those things. You have a KKK parade go right through fucking Memphis. They don't stop that.
Yeah.
Because they're allowed to do that. You're allowed to say, fuck this government, fuck this world, fuck all of you, and nothing will happen to me. I won't go to jail. But if you tell me, hey, Mike, I got a new platform, you can say, put your podcast on. And my podcast is on, and all it is about fucking, burning synagogues and hanging people. I hate people. Let's fucking hang them. And then you're like, no. That's never mind. The Joe fucking network does not want you on. Thank you so much. This is not what I need in my platform. You're right. Yeah. It's your platform.
They probably haven't done it to this point. Yeah, because it's the end and because they were already under scrutiny for people believe that they helped push messages anti-conservative messages and stuff. And that's why all these senators want to bring them up to, they want them to not be a monopoly anymore. So they probably didn't want to take them out during election time to make it look like they were helping the election at all.
Yeah, of course.
I bet they weren't even going to do it until this. I mean, it was just like a last straw thing. Do it. No. It was a lifetime ban Twitter did with them? I think it was a lifetime.
First it was 12 hours. Then he came back on, still spewed shit, and they're like, never mind, you're out.
Wow. So he says he's going to start his own. Cool. Well, the thing is, though, you start your own platform, that's cool, but you're going to have nobody to argue with because no one's going to be there. But I'm telling you, man, I'll bet you $1 million, all these people that cry they hate Trump and like so happy he's off Twitter, they're gonna sign up for that motherfucker just to see what he's saying. Everyone's gonna wind up being on his platform anyway because they want to know what he's saying. Even people that hate him, it's gonna be just his Twitter then.
The thing is that you do want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
The beautiful part is it doesn't matter as much.
It does because he's gonna be strictly to his audience.
I get
it's
that.
Almost worse.
Now, I'm not talking about him talking to his audience and him riling. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his direct messages won't affect our policies and the way we're moving forward as much. It still will. But not as much. I'm not going to turn on the fucking television and hear him say, I'm doing away with Obamacare. Fuck Obamacare. What are you going to replace it with? It's coming. Is it? Because now I can't get my fucking medicine.
Well, he's out. He's not going to be doing that.
I understand that, but that's the point I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's when he was speaking those things, it directly affected me and my family. He can spew all the hatred he wants to over here. I want to hear what his spew is, but it don't directly affect me living anymore. That's what I mean by it doesn't matter.
But it will, because when he makes Trump Book or Trump Space or whatever he makes, his social media thing, all the news companies are going to be talking about him just like they were. It's going to be obsessed with him.
I don't care about talking about him. I care about his words influencing my government and everything around us because he's spewing it and then acting on what he spews in power.
He's done with that. That's
the part I don't care. So that's my point. I'll listen to what he has to say. I want to hear his insanity, but it doesn't affect me as much as it did.
Right, but I'm just saying that's why take him off Twitter is stupid. That's my point. It's pointless. It's useless. He's gonna get his message out. I'd rather just see it. He's gonna get his message to his people anyway. It's like it's ridiculous.
Well, I thought originally Facebook had said we're banning him until after the inauguration because we just need him to shut the fuck up until he's gone.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Like, yeah, man, just right now, you are not helping. So shut your face. And then once the new powers are in and you don't have control of the buttons and the military and you can't direct people anymore, then you can come back on and start your little, your militias. That's fine. Then we know how to attack you. When you're a president and you're starting militias, but you're the president, like how do we even get to you? We don't know how to stop you. You're in charge and you're setting up like militias to fight the thing you're in charge of. It's insane. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shut you off of platforms until you're no longer in charge of the military. And then once you're out of office, boom, we'll let you ramble all you want. That's what should have happened.
Yeah. I kept thinking of that like Obi-Wan Kenobi, like when he got killed by Darth Vader, when he's like, you strike me down now, I'll become more powerful than you can ever imagine. That's all I was thinking about. It's like they're just like emboldening his followers. It's almost like,
well, that's why I think invoking the 25th Amendment doesn't make sense. Doing another impeachment does, because he could be gone. You could impeach him after he's gone, and that just stops him from ever holding a public office again.
Yeah,
that's good. The 25th Amendment of them yanking, like basically, a metaphor of yanking him out of office, like you're out of here. Yeah. That to me is unproductive. That to me will be so counterproductive on moving forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Impeaching him, because that process is going to take a little while. He'll be gone. The inauguration's over. He's gone. Well, he's not in office. And then they'll go to doing whatever they do. They'll be fighting in Congress and yapping back and forth just to not have it happen. But I agree with that more than the 25th Amendment, just because that's going to cause, to me, more problems.
Yeah, and he doesn't get paid like a president does if he gets impeached. He doesn't get Secret Service. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't get Secret Service protection.
That's the good stuff. So the 25th Amendment, although I think was 3 years ago or 2 years ago, not now. Not now. All you're going to do is create more of a problem, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You think anything's going to happen Inauguration Day?
Of course. But I think maybe they'll be set up a little better this time instead of letting people through like they did the last time.
Oh, I was just reading an article before this about the warnings the FBI gave to,
New York,
to the local
NYPD?
Police. No, to the.
But NYPD was in on that too. They gave warnings to DC police.
And then did you see that one video of like that one that one group that was all like in fatigues. I forget what they call themselves. They had like their own patches and stuff. Very military. It was freaky looking, man. You're like,
yeah.
This isn't just some. Those guys ain't some group just coming to a rally and saying, "Hey, let's walk over there because this guy said so." They came ready, and they had the things to tie people up with.
Yeah, zip ties.
Yeah, zip ties.
And then I can just imagine you like in the field reporting. Those guys came ready, and they had the things. They had the things to tie people up with, man. All right. Back to the studio.
I'm gonna talk to this idiot over here, dude. They had the things that the things that go on your arm, like the zip tie. That's it.
That thing.
You got it, man. You should be a news broadcaster. I am.
But here's the scariest part of that situation: is you have a guy who's in charge of the military, right? Mm-hmm. Calling for group of guys with the things to come, basically, been rallying them together for 4 years now. They come, but he's in charge. So he's he's behind the wall. So they're coming to the wall. He's got all the guns on this side of the wall. They got all the guns on that side of the wall. It's like, holy fuck. But once he's out of that power, at least to me, we'll have this side of the wall back. You know what I'm saying? Then you and the guys with patches and the things, you guys got to be bigger than that because this side of the wall has missiles, fucking airplanes, tanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need zip ties. We're just going to, this side of the wall will handle it.
It's scary, man. I'm scared of that. I'm just scared of, like, I don't know, man. It's like, just fucking accept it. I don't know, man. It fucking was crazy to me. I can't even think straight.
No, you're like a child right there. I don't know, man. Just be like cool and stuff.
Yeah, just be cool and stuff, okay? Yeah, that'd be me. Reporter come, I'd be like, out watching. Got a message. Guys, just be cool, man.
Just be cool and stuff. Like, what the fuck with the thing? That guy's got things. The things, man. Come on, be cool.
It reminds me of my friend Frank one time. He did the toast at one of our friends' weddings, and he was drunk.
Right.
And he had nothing to say, and he's like, just stay out of trouble, guys. Just stay out of trouble. It was just one of the funniest things ever.
It's a wedding, bro.
Everyone's like, stay out of trouble.
It's not a parole hearing. It's a wedding. I saw some video on TikTok. I don't know if it was recent. Because no one had a mask on, so I don't know how recent it was. It was like a wedding, like in like a, you ever we do the banquet rooms at comedy shows and hotels, and they have like that partition wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so you see like that carpeted wall, like with the opening, so you can kind of see back at the chairs on that side, and everybody's sitting. It's kind of laid out like almost like a church, but it's like really. Almost just like a meeting. I swear to God, that's how plain and boring it was. Right. Look, and all the people sitting, not one shirt and tie. I mean, guy with a brown leather jacket, jeans, and sneakers, and a baseball hat on. Like, that was the whole wedding people. And like this guy came, and the guy came in. Came in as a flower guy, dropping flowers to like some song, and he was dancing down the aisle, throwing flowers, and like, hey, look, he was wearing like Ray-Bans. It's like. And it said, I kept reading the hashtag wedding, and I'm like, does that say wedding? This is a wedding? You're the trash. Nobody looks like they're at a wedding. They're at a fucking main speaker meeting.
A main speaker meeting. That's some inside baseball.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Sorry.
A main speaker meeting. What? What's these guys talking about? Speaking what?
NA and AA meetings. They have a big NA and AA. They have like these conventions, and they hold them at hotels. And in the hotel banquet rooms, they have big meetings, and they usually call the one meeting of the weekend the main meeting. That's the main speaker meeting.
I always like when I used to take friends that aren't in recovery to like see me at a comedy show. At a NA convention, right? Like, man, those guys are like hugging because like they don't even know if you're part of it. They just hug you.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't care. And whenever we bring comics that aren't in the program, like just regular guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, there's people are gonna hug you.
Yeah, you're gonna get me too up until you get to the stage. Usually, guys with tie dyes hug a long time.
A long time, long huggers.
Either a tie-dye guy or like a real Italian.
Yeah.
Like a real like a real Guinea leather jacket, like
yeah, and they get in too.
Get in here, come on. God is good all the time. And you're just like slithering, like, ugh. Why are you putting your garlic breath in my ear? I'm drowning in garlic and acquagio.
You know what's sad? Like when we ever do these, those shows, and we do a lot of shows. Like for a while there, we were doing a lot of those, right? Conventions. Yeah. You meet thousands of addicts and alcoholics. Thousands.
Yeah.
They met me. I met 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
They met one of me.
Yeah.
I met 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
Next year when I come back, I don't remember you.
Yeah.
You remember me because you met one motherfucker. I met 1,000 of you.
Yeah.
No offense, but I don't remember that you got hit by a car last year and you lost your job. So don't catch me up because I don't remember the fucking first thing.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. I get hugged by a guy that I don't know, and then I got to push him off and see if he's got a name tag flipped where I can read. And I'm like, hey, Jimmy, what's going on? How you doing? I don't know, Jimmy. And he's like, man, finally got back to work. Like, yeah, man, that fucking card thing. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. But apparently I was supposed to.
Or when they try and become really friends with you. Like,
yeah.
Like after a show, they just corner you. And they just start, and they're like, you want to go to spiritual breakfast with me tomorrow? You're like, what?
What makes you think I'm spending the night here?
You just asked me on a date? I just got off stage. I wasn't that good. I mean, come on.
They're good shows. They're always fun. They're always fun shows.
It's usually a guy with a tie-dye. He's got like a big horn that's like a necklace. He's got like a strip of key tags on his belt buckle, and he's like, "You want to go spiritual breakfast tomorrow?"
No, he's got a convention shirt on, bro.
Tie-dye convention shirt.
Tie-dye convention shirt.
Half bald head, ponytail.
New hope, new beginnings. 42. This.
Don't get the monkey off my back. 27.
Keeping it basic and basically basic. You know what I'm saying? It's the basically basic convention of Narcotics Anonymous. I got a sponsor who's a sponsor, got a sponsor who sponsors. Yeah. So number 12.
My name is Nikki Ninestep because What?
I'm Frankie Fourth because it's fucking I'm always right in the fourth.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I dig deep, dude. Let me tell you, I get to the core of the issue.
What's the core? I don't want to shoot dope anymore. Like that. Okay, that's the core.
Because one day I was hanging out with my sponsor's grand sponsor, and he gave me hope.
Let me tell you something. If you're not being sponsored by an NA sponsor who's got an NA sponsor you're not part of my. I'll tell you right now, you're not part of my support group. That I can tell you.
Yeah, all I gotta say is keep coming. Good comedy show, guy. Good comedy show. We'll see you next year. I like when you do the thing. Be like, man, if I was gonna go through all that, I would ask you how you doing.
Yeah,
that's one thing you learn going into a convention. You see people, hey, good to see you. I stopped saying how you doing because they'll tell you. And if it's like a close friend, and I've already done my work and I'm planning on staying for the night, how you doing? Actual, genuine, I'll take. But it's like, I've hit like 4 people on the way to the show, and how you doing? Oh, dude, I gotta tell you, man, fucking, my wife left me, my kid. I'm like, I didn't really mean this. I was hoping you were saying okay. You're okay.
Hey, we're very choppy.
Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about that right now. So,
we're both like freezing up a lot. In my video on this end is all blurry.
Okay, well,
I don't know if it's like. I went to go on the Facebook to see if it's like that.
I'm gonna go see it right now. and it looks clear as day. So whoever's telling you that, it's their internet.
No, I'm not telling them. It's me telling you that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I talked to the company about that problem you said with the sync on your end. They say it's just the way it is because the internet's like timing. You know what I mean?
I got you. We've been fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in the middle of this talking right now, it went to like where we weren't getting 100% clear, signal because it's all blurry.
On my end, it's good, and that's where it's coming out of. So.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Well, we did an hour anyway. We had a good time. We started off a little mopey, and Robin said her video's good. Started off a little about the winter blues, and then we brought it and had a lot of good comedy fun. Thanks to John Dillermand and his giant penis. And if you don't know what we're talking about, if you just tuned in, go rewind once this is over and check it out. I need you guys, if you're listening on the audio podcast, I need you to go to youtube.com/Joe Fernandes, hit subscribe, and then hit the bell. And Mike, what's up?
Don't end. What? We didn't get to talk about like fucking Schitt's Creek.
Let's do it next week.
We said that 2 weeks in a row now.
I know, but we're going to carry it on.
All right.
Yeah, we're back. Okay, you write it down. I have it right here.
I know. I told you to write it down.
Well, you write it down now. Because obviously when I write it down, I don't see it. I don't see it in time.
What else did I tell you to write down? Schitt's Creek and
hold on.
Something else, didn't I?
No.
Just Schitt's Creek?
No, unless you put elk stew meat. You didn't tell me that, right?
No, we talked about it.
All right, well, I have that written down. I didn't know if that was something you said. But you're a vegan. We talked about elk stew meat last week?
Maybe me and you did it on the phone, but we talked about it.
Oh, on the phone.
Right? I think so. Because you were talking about one of your friends or something. I don't know, man. I don't remember.
Why don't you write it down next time, okay? All right, people, subscribe to the audio podcast because that helps us. But please go to youtube.com/Joe Fernandes. Robin's a big supporter on there. She's always commenting on our videos, giving Robin thumbs up. We appreciate the support. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're at like 640 now, so it's like we can start making some bank if you guys help us get to 1,000. So
that'd be nice.
Grab your friend's phone, subscribe to us. Don't even tell them. Just boom, do it. But in a socially distant way. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking out All in Our Heads.